Parents are wild. They're like NPCs with admin permissions. They'll lecture you about being responsible while eating leftovers that expired during the Obama administration. So today we're breaking down the dumbest things that parents do, because if they can roast us for existing wrong, we can return the favor. So let's get into it. Starting it off, we have saying, quote, "because I said so." This is the final boss of parent arguments. It's the Uno reverse card of parenting. You come prepared with logic, reasoning, charts, and a full closing statement. You could literally be representing yourself in the Supreme Court and they shut everything down with 5 words. Because I said so. Conversation deleted, appeal denied. The case has been thrown out of parent court and the judge has left for lunch. Parents treat this phrase like it is a scientifically supported explanation, like as if we're supposed to respond, "Oh, right, because you said so." Well, then if you phrase it like that, I mean, the math checks out. This is not problem solving. This is a dominance display, like a gorilla chest beating, but in English. The wild part is they could just admit they don't have a good reason. They could say, "I don't know," or "I'm tired," or "stop bothering me before I explode." But no, they double down with full authority mode. Parents act like asking why is an act of terrorism. You're not even arguing, you just want details. Can I go outside? No. Why? Because I said so. Suddenly they're yelling about bills they paid 5 years ago, how their back hurts, how you never take the chicken out of the freezer, none of which has anything to do with going freaking outside. Parent logic is insane. They can be wrong, but you're still wrong. You can have facts, but they have rank. You can have a point, but they have a belt. And the best part, they have this ultimate loophole, which is saying, one day when you're a parent, you'll understand. No, I won't. I'm not gonna shut down my kid's question, because this is what "because I said so" actually means. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm clinging to authority like a flotation device. It's parenting on easy mode. They didn't win the argument, they just unplugged the console. Alright, next up we have saying, quote, "we have food at home." This is the parent classic. The moment you even think about mentioning McDonald's, they activate their inner budgeting officer like, "we don't need to waste money, we have perfectly good food at home." Yeah, about that. You know, parents will open up the fridge and point to anything with calories and call it a meal. The fridge will look like the aftermath of a grocery store looting, nothing but chaos and survivor items, and they'll present you with a single slice of ham folded like origami, bread so stale it could be used as a home defense, a can of beans that predates your existence, and an apple that has definitely been through trauma. And they expect you to combine these items like you're auditioning for MasterChef Apocalypse Edition. And if you dare to point out that the fridge is a biological hazard, suddenly you're ungrateful. You don't appreciate what you have. Oh, I appreciate it, I just don't want to fight it. What they don't understand is we're not asking for a $200 steakhouse meal. We just want one warm food item that didn't require a tetanus shot beforehand. But nope, we're on the Great Depression meal plan because apparently getting a 10-piece nugget is financial ruin. So technically there may be food at home, but it sure as hell isn't food that people want to be consuming.
You've got time, you've got your phone, so why not make some money? Free Cash is the easiest way to earn real cash online. You try out apps, play games, or take quick surveys and they pay you. The average user cashes out in just 17 minutes, and over $50 million has already been paid out. You can cash out instantly with gift cards, PayPal, crypto, and a ton of other options. No waiting, no points, just real money. It's free to sign up, super easy to use, and you can start earning today. Guys, don't let summer leave you broke. Hit the link at the top of the description or in the pinned comment, or you can scan the QR code on screen and start now. Big thanks to Free Cash for sponsoring this video.
Next up, we have apologizing without actually apologizing. Parents treat the word sorry like it's copyrighted. They will not say it out loud. They will go to extreme lengths to avoid admitting they were wrong. And the most common strategy is they become a reward vendor. They'll slam your door, yell like you committed tax fraud, and then an hour later show up like a medieval merchant handing out peace offerings. A random candy bar, your favorite snack from the store, a new video game accessory, a shirt you didn't even ask for, $20, but only an awkward silence. This is the parental version of saying, "Anyway, I love you and I feel kind of bad, but my pride is stronger than my vocabulary." They could have just apologized like a normal person, yet somehow it's easier to financially compensate you for the emotional damage. Parents really think they're running a gift-based forgiveness system. Step 1, cause psychological warfare. Step 2, hand you a surprise soda. Step 3, conflict erased, emotions reset, move on. If apologies were currencies, parents would be broke, but gifts, they'll drop guilt money like they're funding a startup. Pizza equals I yelled too much. Starbucks equals I overreacted, but don't make me say it. New clothes equals I crossed the line, but let's never mention it again. Parents would rather walk barefoot across Legoland than say, "I'm sorry I messed up," but if they roll up with your favorite fast food without explanation, yeah, that's the closest thing to a genuine apology you're getting. And the weird part is it actually works. We accept the food we accept the gifts. We let the whole argument evaporate like Snapchat messages because parents don't apologize, they just bribe the trauma away. Next up, we have telling you to go make friends and then getting mad when you leave the house. Parents love to act like you're some antisocial goblin who needs sunlight and interaction. They'll say things like how kids these days don't go outside, but the moment you actually touch grass, they transform into the FBI surveillance mode. Suddenly it's, where are you? Who are you with? When are you coming back? Send a picture holding today's newspaper so I know you're safe. Oh, you told me to go outside. Now you're acting like I joined a cartel. They want you off the game, off your phone, out with friends, but they also want total GPS tracking rights at all time. If they had it their way, you'd be outside, but still within Bluetooth range of the house. They'll push you to socialize, go make some real friends, but as soon as you do, they become jealous of every plan, suspicious of every friend, shocked that other households have snacks. Parents want you to live your best life as long as that life happens in your bedroom by 8 p.m. But even worse is when they set a curfew. It's like they purposely pick a time that makes no sense, like 7:30 p.m. in the summer, when the sun is still blinding. And if you come home like a minute late, they hit you with a lecture like, you're never home anymore. You kicked me out. Parents want friends for you, but they hate every single friend you bring around. They're too loud, they're too quiet, they're too tall, they're breathing wrong. Every friend has a flaw worthy of interrogation. They don't want you inside, they don't want you outside, they want you in a weird parent-approved limbo where you don't inconvenience them, but you also don't have fun. Their perfect world, you'd meet your friends in a brightly lit library with church music playing while wearing a tracker anklet. And if that's what having a social life means, yeah, I'm logging back into Fortnite. All right, next up we have oversharing your personal life to complete strangers. Parents have zero filter. They will reveal your deepest, darkest secrets to someone you've never met, like it's community news. You'll be standing there silently, minding your own business, and suddenly your life story becomes the conversation starter at a Target checkout. The cashier asks one question, do you want a bag? The parent response is, this one failed their math quiz and hasn't done laundry in 3 weeks. Why are we bringing that up here? Is there a discount for humiliation? Parents treat your personal information, it's like anime filler content. If there's silence, they just fill it with the trauma you didn't agree to publish. They will tell a complete stranger when you got your first pimple, when you cried at the dentist, how many times you failed your driving test, your GPA, which relative you hate, what medication you take. They act like HIPAA doesn't apply to parent-child relationships. And it's always when you're right there, forced to stand like an NPC in the background, pretending you can't hear your own character lore being leaked. Then the parent expects you to participate in the conversation they just created. Oh, tell them about the time you peed your pants in 2nd grade. No, I will not be providing a comment. Meanwhile, if you mention one embarrassing story about them, they'll look at you like you committed a war crime. Like, why'd you say that? That's private. Oh, so privacy matters when it's your colonoscopy results, but not when it's my entire reputation and dating prospects? They want you to be a strong and independent individual, but will expose every weakness you've ever had before you shake someone's hand. At the end of the day, parents are just grown-up kids who got handed a house, a car, and a child with zero training. They're glitching through life the same way that we are, just with more back pain and stronger opinions. So they do dumb stuff, we do dumb stuff. It's the circle of pain. One day we're going to be the ones yelling about the thermostat and scraping mold off bread and like it's perfectly fine. So until that day comes, I'm going to keep calling them out because if they can embarrass us in public, I can embarrass them on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I post all my videos early on Spotify, so go check that out. Link in the description. And I'll see you guys all next video. Peace.
I don't know. That was a fucking fire video, though. Cheats makes good content. And I gotta piss real quick, actually. Count me down 30 seconds.